Your diesel's DPF warning light just came on. You check online and see replacement costs of $1,000 to $2,500. Panic sets in. But before you empty your wallet, there are 3 things you can try that cost almost nothing. One of them will likely clear your DPF and turn off that warning light permanently. I've researched hundreds of forum discussions, consulted diesel mechanics, and analyzed what actually works versus what's marketing hype. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do when that DPF light comes on, which methods actually work, which are a waste of money, and when you actually need professional help. What the DPF light actually means. First, understand what's happening. Your diesel particulate filter traps soot from the exhaust to reduce emissions. Over time, this soot builds up and needs to be burned off in a process called regeneration. When the DPF warning light comes on, it means soot has accumulated to the point where the vehicle can't complete regeneration on its own. If you ignore this warning, the filter will become completely blocked, putting your engine into limp mode or preventing it from starting entirely. At that point, you're facing expensive professional cleaning or replacement. The key is acting quickly when you first see the light. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to fix cheaply. Method 1. The Italian tuneup, free. This is the first thing to try, and it costs absolutely nothing. It works in about 60% of cases when caught early. Drive your vehicle at sustained highway speeds for 30 to 50 minutes. Keep your speed above 40 miles per hour and your RPM above 2,500. This allows the exhaust temperature to reach the level needed for passive regeneration. During this drive, the extreme heat burns off accumulated soot, converting it to ash. You'll know it's working if you notice increased cooling fan noise, slightly rougher idle, or a burning smell from the exhaust. This method works because most DPF blockages happen from short trips and city driving. The engine never reaches the temperature needed to burn off soot, so it accumulates faster than it's removed. A proper highway run essentially forces the passive regeneration that should happen naturally but doesn't when you only drive short distances. Here's the critical part. Do not interrupt this process. Don't stop for fuel. Don't pull over to check your phone. Drive continuously for the entire 30 to 50 minutes. If you interrupt regeneration halfway through, you make the problem worse. Partially burned soot creates hard carbon deposits that are even more difficult to remove. After your highway drive, the warning light should turn off within 10 minutes if regeneration was successful. If it doesn't, move to Method 2. Method 2, forced regeneration with OBD. 2, scanner, $50 to $200. If highway driving doesn't clear the light, you need to force regeneration manually. This requires an OBD2 diagnostic scanner with DPF regeneration capability. Basic OBD2 readers cost $20 to $50, but can't force regen. You need a more advanced scanner. Popular options include Autel, Launch, and Foxwell models ranging from $150 to $300. Many diesel owners consider this a worthwhile investment because you can use it repeatedly, unlike paying a shop $100 to $200 each time. The process is straightforward. Plug the scanner into your OBD2 port, navigate to the DPF regeneration function, and follow the prompts. The vehicle will run through a forced regen cycle that takes 20 to 40 minutes. During forced regen, the engine management system injects extra fuel to dramatically raise exhaust temperature. You'll notice cooling fans running at full speed, engine running hotter than normal, and a strong burning smell from the exhaust. Park in a well-ventilated area, preferably outside, because the exhaust smell is intense. Don't do this in an enclosed garage. Let the process complete without interruption. The scanner will tell you when regeneration is finished and whether it was successful. If forced regen fails or the scanner reports the DPF is too blocked to regenerate, you'll need professional intervention. But you've confirmed this before spending money, which is valuable information. Method 3. Professional forced regeneration, $100 to $200. If you don't own a diagnostic scanner and don't want to buy one, take your vehicle to a diesel specialist or dealership for professional forced regeneration. This typically costs $100 to $200 and takes 1 to 2 hours. The mechanic uses dealer-level diagnostic equipment to run the same forced regen process you do yourself with a scanner. The advantage is professional equipment can monitor more parameters and sometimes succeed when consumer-grade scanners fail. Shops can also check for underlying issues causing frequent DPF problems, like faulty sensors, EGR problems, or fuel injector issues. If professional forced regen succeeds, you're done. If it fails, the mechanic will tell you the DPF needs physical cleaning or replacement. What about DPF cleaner additives? You've probably seen bottles of DPF cleaner at auto parts stores, promising to clear your filter for $15 to $30. Do they work? The short answer is no, not for clearing an already blocked DPF. I've read hundreds of forum posts and consulted with diesel mechanics. The consensus is clear. These additives are largely ineffective at clearing existing blockages. Here's why. The additive goes into your fuel, gets combusted in the engine, and most of it burns up before reaching the DPF. Whatever tiny amount survives combustion isn't enough to dissolve hardened soot deposits. Look carefully at the instructions on these bottles. They always tell you to drive at sustained high RPM for 20 to 30 minutes after adding the product. That's just highway driving, which you should try first anyway for free. Users who report success with DPF cleaners are likely experiencing results from the required highway driving, not the additive itself. There's one exception. Some additives containing cerium oxide or ferrocene can help prevent soot buildup when used regularly. They lower the temperature at which soot burns, making passive regeneration easier. But these are preventative, not corrective. They don't unblock a DPF that's already clogged. And ferrocene-based products should only be used occasionally, as continuous use can foul the catalytic converter. Save your money. Try highway driving first. If that doesn't work, invest in a diagnostic scanner or pay for professional forced regen when you actually need professional cleaning or replacement. If forced regeneration fails, your DPF has accumulated too much ash or hardened carbon to burn off. You need physical cleaning or replacement. Professional DPF cleaning costs $250 to $500. The shop removes the DPF, uses specialized equipment to blast out deposits, then reinstalls it. This works in most cases and extends DPF life by tens of thousands of miles. DPF replacement is the last resort, costing $1,000 to $2,500 depending on your vehicle. New DPFs come with warranties, but it's an expensive fix you want to avoid if possible. Most DPFs should last 100,000 to 150,000 miles with proper maintenance. If yours fails earlier, investigate why. Faulty sensors, poor quality fuel, or excessive idling might be the real problem. How to prevent future DPF problems. Prevention is cheaper than cure. Here's what actually works. First, give your diesel a proper highway run at least once a month. 30 to 50 minutes at sustained speed prevents soot buildup. Second, don't ignore regeneration requests. When your vehicle enters active regen, let it complete. Don't shut off the engine mid-cycle. Third, keep your fuel tank above 1/4 full. Many vehicles won't initiate regeneration with low fuel to avoid running out during the process. Fourth, use quality diesel fuel from high-volume stations. Cheap diesel produces more soot. Fifth, address check engine lights promptly. Faulty EGR valves, turbo issues, or injector problems increase soot production and accelerate DPF clogging.